Okay, so good morning everyone and welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 4 of our class. Till yesterday what we discussed about the business analyst, BA work, BA course, BA details, that what to do, how to do, what are the core components, what are the core activities of a BA. Okay, today we are going to be take a new topic in the same manner, but it will be the last topic of our BA part. And from after that, we'll start working on the or start work checking on the service now. Okay. Now the first question come, who is the stakeholders? Anyone has any idea? What do you mean by the word stakeholder? Go ahead, anyone. Let me start from Laura. Laura, who is a stakeholder? What do you mean the word stakeholder?
I can say a stakeholder is a group of people or someone who has interest in the particular product or
Okay.
yeah, that's what I can say. Someone who is interested in a particular product.
Okay. So this time your son is your stakeholder as of now because he need you. Okay.
Exactly.
Bicola, what do you mean by the word stakeholder?
It's anyone who is invested in, who has interest, like Laura said, and not only interest but invested in the, some could be invested in the product, in the completion of that project as a stakeholder.
Only investor, not anyone
I said
else?
interested and invested. Some could be interested, some could be invested as well.
Interested. Okay. Okay. Suppose I am building a product. Okay, let's say example. So for this training, you are my stakeholders. Can I say that your family also a stakeholder for me?
They're not invested, they might be.
But okay. So now you say they did not invest. Agree. But they are interested in your upskilling now.
Yeah.
So indirectly, they are my stakeholders.
Tricky
Correct?
question. I think so.
No, because these things ask in the interview sometime.
Yeah.
Because being a consultant, you should be ready. And believe me that whenever we go for these kind of discussions, a very thin line between the roles available. Let I give you one example from my experience perspective. I appeared for an interview for the business analyst. That person start asking me question on the Scrum Master. He said, I because in my CV I mentioned that I am supporting my Scrum Master, I'm participating in the Scrum ceremonies, in the retrospective, in all the meetings. Then he says, okay, so you are Scrum Master. I said, no, I am not the Scrum Master. But he said, no, you are saying these things. Then I say, I am just supporting him, not doing that work. So you have to very clearly on your role and responsibility. So now the stakeholder term says that anyone who invested, who interested, who is going to be used, who is supporting you to build that particular product or the project or the anything is called a stakeholder for me. Okay, let me see if I have any slide for the stakeholder. Otherwise, we'll go with this only. Okay, leave it. This is my master deck, more than 10 MB in the size now. Okay, so let me come here. This part. Okay, these slides don't go for these English words here. Just concentrate on the animals. We have 9 animals in this particular image. Okay. Now we know that every human being, every living being on this earth has some kind of quality. Like we say that baby in age of 2, 3, 4 years, they are very sharp in their minds because they catch the words very quickly. So if you want to teach anything new to your babies, use that particular age. In my home, the decision has been taken every time by my father. He's a powerful here. If my father says, Atul, don't do this thing, maybe I have to change my decision as well. he can influence me. If you give a, suppose there are two kids sitting together, and if you say, okay, who will come first? One kid will come first, one will become second. It means someone is very fast in doing these things. Maybe I'm bad in writing English, but I'm good in speaking English. They're the people who are very slow, but not lazy. I'm not putting the word lazy. I'm saying they're slow, but they know what is their goal. They're the people who are very committed. Like I give you one example. In one of my batch, I have two students from Tushania side. So it's basically they follow the UK time zone, normally in the UK time zone. So they people, the only two ladies were there. So these two ladies started their day by 4:30 in the morning with my class. And I'm happy to say that they never take a single day off in the class period. Even though that's what Ramadan was going on, after that they have to go to office as well. But still they committed. They say, Atul, we have to do. If we want, we have to be do. So they're committed to their part. I'm not praising anyone, but I'm just giving example. So now the question comes, Atul, how these animals are related to us? That is a major point. So now the question is this: if you are a business analyst, let me give you one example. Now let's take example that everyone who is there in the call is working in the IT industry. Okay, let's take this example. And we know that we guys have to fill our kind of a, someone says a timesheet, someone say the working hours at every week, so that the billing can be taken place by our respective companies. Now, in my team, there are 3 team members who are not filling this timesheet. I send him a reminder email. I send him a messages as well. I send him a Teams message as well. I set up a meeting as well. But these 3 guys did not going to update their timesheets. And due to these things, I'm not able to raise the invoice to the customer. Now, in this case, being a business analyst, how you will solve this problem so that they people should fill the timesheet? What method you follow now? What approach you follow now? Let me start from Kunal. Kunal, what method, what approach you follow? Yes, Kunal, go ahead. You're speaking on mute, I guess. Yes, go ahead, Kunal.
Yeah, Atul, can you just give me that, like, repeat that?
So in your team, 3 team members are not filling the timesheet from the last 2 months. Now you're fed up by doing follow-up, team invites, messages, everything you have done. Now, how or what technique, what method, what approach you follow that these guys should fill the timesheet and you can go and raise an invoice?
So yeah, basically in that case, I can like follow up, like means might be earlier I follow up in the weekly they are like filling or not, but yeah, for onwards I can check and like every like how means couple of hours and daily wise I can remind some
You
to
are
them.
the you are the program manager. Do you think that you have this much time to check these 3 guys timesheet in every hour?
Okay, so in that case, I can just give them like I can say that the reminders 1 and 2
Done.
on that.
Reminder done. Reminder done. Think.
Okay.
Think, Kunal. Sneha, what do you think?
Can we say like if you didn't fill the timesheet first, next week also you won't be getting the salary or something, and probably people would fill it up.
I mean, can I come in?
Just
Or
1 minute.
give a call.
Just, okay. So Sneha, you are saying that, okay, number one, don't say can we say. You are a business analyst here. You have full rights to say anything. Okay, but you are a normal employee. Who worried about you? If they're much worried about your terms or your words, they should fill in the time sheet in the earlier only. But that point I noted. I noted. Okay, that is a one other thing. Yes, go ahead. I guess it's Ola, right?
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, go ahead, Pola.
So this situation happened to me 3 days ago. So I was supposed to, I turned in my timesheet, but then I got an email saying that, hey, where is your timesheet? If you don't turn in your timesheet, you're gonna be charged $250 in the
Okay.
upcoming deduction from my pay.
Okay.
So immediately that like triggered something in my brain, and I quickly responded to the email that was sent
Okay.
to me like 2 days ago. So I think that approach too works.
Okay. Fine. Now let's take example. Um, I'm a business analyst, okay, and my designation is very low in the company. I'm just a 2 years fresher only, but I'm playing this role. Do you think that if I send this email to my senior architect, hey, you did not fill the timesheet from the last 3 weeks. If you not fill, your salary will be deducted. Do you think that he will bother about this email, which is coming from my side? Never. He will never bother. He say, hey, he's just fresher and I'm just a big personality in this company. I know these things, all the things. He will not worry about the email which I sent. Now let me put some other example. Then you will understand the actual things. In this batch, who are married and who have a kids near about 4, 3, 4, 5 years old kids, you notice one point when you are staying with your parents or your parents are at your home. If that kid need any kind of a gift, toy, chocolate, toffees kind of things, he will not approach you. He will approach to his or her grandparents, because the kid know that mama or papa will say no about the chocolate, but grandmother, grandfather will not say no. Now, with this example, you need to be understand that in which situation, in which case, to whom I should approach to get my work done. I am a 2 years old fresher in a company and I'm sending an email to my lead architect. Hey, if you not fill the timesheet, your salary will be deducted. He will not bother. Instead of this, if this email come from the director to all the employees that if you did not fill the timesheet in a 2 days, your salary will be deducted. Everybody fill the timesheet quickly without any further notification or the reminder. Now this concept come into the picture, that being a consultant, you should know that to whom you have to be approached in which situation. Clear my point? Any doubt here? Then we'll start discussion on this 9 points. Anyone, any doubt, any clarity required till this point? I'm taking silence as a gold now. Okay. So now what will be the homework for you guys for today? Maybe everybody please note down this question, and at the last I will put one person name who is going to be write this into the WhatsApp group. Okay. What is the question for you? After discussing of these 9 points, in the for you specifically the people who are in the outside India, for you in the evening or maybe in the early morning, or people who are in India, maybe for you in the night, sit for 5 and 10 minutes and try to bifurcate the people you know in your company, in your project, even though in this training, even though your friends, your relatives, and bifurcate those one in these 9 sections. And try to understand that to whom you have to be approached at what time. So now let me start working on this discussion on this part. Number one says CAT. Support if interest favored. These are these are those type of stakeholders or the people in my project, in my company, in my friend list who will only support if you are doing any kind of favor for them. Let's take example that I have a money and it's my birthday party. I said, come on guys, come. I'll give a party to you in a 5-star hotel. They start supporting me in the coming days. Oh, he's very good man. He give a very big party and all the things. So these people sit in the IT industry. These are those one. If you are doing some work for them only then they support you. If they are not getting any output from the project on which you are working, they will not support you. So these are the cat types. Cat only favor where she get a milk. She will not go to those houses where there is no milk or there's no scope of the milk as well. She only goes to those one where she finds some milk, and then after 1, 2, 3 days, she will become a habitual and she did not do any harm to any other of the family members as well. So now you have to be identify that which friend I can put into this particular category. Next is elephant. Powerful yet slow. See, lion and elephant both are the powerful. It is tough to beat this animal. And it is tough to beat this animal as well. But it is slow. It is influential. So in this category, suppose let's take example that I send a requirement documentation sign off to my on-site team. And I said that boss, please give me sign off so that I can start my development part. And only one signature is pending, that is from the head of IT director. I sent him 2, 3, 4 reminders, but he did not do anything. He says, okay, I will do. At the last of 1 month, he done his work. Because if he did not sign, I cannot kick off my development. So in this case, I have to be wait for this person. Now I have to be see how I can approach this person by some other ways as well. Why the kid approach to grandparents instead of the parents when they're staying or when the grandparents at a home? Because they know that they will do the things quickly for me, which cannot be done by the parents in a single request. Any doubt till this point? Let me come on the question answer here. Kunal, Bhumi, Sneha, Deepika, Dotona, Laura, Yinka,
Yes.
Sarah, Avi. I'm just remembering the name now. Catchy. Yes, it's catchy, right? Okay. Now let me go to the third one.
Yes, it is.
Powerful and influential. Those stakeholder. These are the stakeholders. Suppose let's take a normal example. We are sitting in a town hall where our practice lead is there. He's very on the big position, director or the senior director level. He says, guys who joined this company recently, 1 month or 2 months back, please start working on your certification. This will help you to get a good hike. So with this, he influenced quickly to the users to go for the certification. It's the same thing I tell in the town hall. Hey guys who joined company recently, please go for the certification. Nobody listen to me. People say, hey, he's a small guy. How I can believe in his words? But they're ready to believe on the big people. So in case if you think that my project is not moving in the right direction, my counterpart is not giving me sign off on the required things, then you should reach out to the his boss to boss sometime and ask him that can you do a kind of a motivation to the other people in your team? UAT should be completed in the 1 week, but it's running in the 4th week now. Then these guys can help you to make a quick check, to make a quick update. So see that who is your friend, who is your manager, who is your boss, who is your colleague, who is sitting in this area. Maybe sometime what happened. Like I give you an example. Sometimes I consider myself in this area. I got a lot of inquiry from the people that Atul, I want to go for the ServiceNow. I put a lot of question across question as well. And then I say Okay, you're in which domain? He says, Atul, I'm in non-IT, I'm in mechanical, I'm in finance and all the things with them. Then I try to influence them. This is, can I learn service now? I said, yes. Why not? You can learn service. You are a human being. You have a good capacity. You have a good capability to understand the things. Then you can learn the things easily. So they consider me as a powerful. And by this skill, I influence their decision as well. And sooner or later, they start following the videos or they come into the live sessions. So you need to be see that in which case I need to be reach out to these kind of stakeholders, these kind of person to get your work done. If you ask me, BA not do anything practically. I'm okay. I'm okay. His work is only to get his work done. Do you think that BA do the UAT? No. BA just ask the people to do the UAT. Do you think that BA do the development? No. BA just ask the people to do the development. But he know that to whom I should approach to get my work done. So follow this fundamental in the practical life as well. Now I come to the dog. These are those guys. If you give them a call in the midnight, they wake up, open the laptop and start working for a project. They spend their weeks, weekends, day and nights to make a project successful. Many people are there like this. Even though you can consider yourself also in this area. I know many of you who are basically from the outside India. It's going to be midnight for you guys, but you're still committed to your project success because you know that if you miss one day, it will be lost for you. And I feel very bad when someone take it off due to XYZ reasons. So now you see that who can be your firefighter in case of any fire, to whom you can reach out to quickly. Penguin. Slow and steady. Everybody know the tortoise. There's a story in, I'm not sure that in US side it is famous or not, but in India this is a very famous story. Hare and the tortoise. They both go in the clashes. Then tortoise say, let's have a race. Sorry, hare say, let's have a race. Hare is very fast. Rabbit is very fast, but he feel asleep in the midway. But tortoise moving, and finally won the race. So the people who know their goal, maybe someone say, I want to go only in the NASA. I want to go only in the astronauts part. I want to go only in the Google, Amazon or Facebook company. So they start working on their goal from the beginning itself. As soon as they complete their 12th or maybe in the 10th only, they start planning that area. So it is slow and steady. I'm not saying these are the lazy. No, they guys are never lazy. They are only slow. Can be slow learner, can be slow listener, or can be slow in their performance. But they are continuous working for their goal. Now you notice the people in your company who is working for this part. Let's say example. If I give a homework to you guys, I said, okay guys, tomorrow I'll check this part. And one of you say, Atul, I did not do this thing. I did not perform this task. But after 7 days, he come back to me and say, Atul, I done this part and I have this issue now. I should be happy because he's slow, but he's doing continuous work on that part. Any question, any doubt till this point? Anyone? Don't feel sleep now. Don't be feel sleeping.
No, Atul.
Okay. Let's move to the next one now. Rabbit. Fast and fickle. I give you the one example for this one. When we have a marriage in our home, okay, then we have one person who is very fast. If you say, hey, I need this thing for this ceremony, he bring out for you from anywhere. I've been putting you on the mute here. Okay. So he will fast and fickle. Maybe, I'm again putting the word maybe here. Maybe this kind of person do a lot of errors while doing their work because they're the fast and they can make a things for you quickly. Maybe the things they do quickly, they're always perfect as well. So if you want anything need to be sorted out quickly in your project, see these kind of people. Then your work will be done. Like I give you one example. I'm staying in Pune. My hometown is Haryana. If I have some work, I have my best friend there in Haryana. I just give him a call. Hey, I'm facing this problem here. Can you do it for me? It's considered it's done now. So he's fast and fickle. After half an hour, 1 hour, I say, okay, it's done. So you have to find out those kind of people in your company, in your project. And one more thing, when I say project means for the product you're working, don't start searching for the 360-degree angle. No, we are talking this stakeholder with the specific context of the project or the product you are working at point of time. Now, eagle can view far ahead. In this area, I consider specifically my POs, product owner, should be in this area because they think, they view very far from the today's cycle. Or I give one more example here, specifically in India. When a girl take a birth, father start planning for her marriage. He start thinking that after 20-25 years, when my girl getting married, I need this much amount for his marriage. I need this much amount for his her education. So they think our parents are in this category. They view very far ahead, which we are not able to see. Like if you are a newly parents now, you start thinking, okay, I should put my kid in a good school. He should go to learn cricket, or he should go for the lawn tennis or kind of other sports he can be learned. Why you're thinking? Because you know that if you will not think, then for your kid, the things will not move in the proper manner. So you start thinking on that part. So if you stuck that what next in this product, then reach out to these kind of people here. Set up a meeting and say, okay, tell me what you're thinking about this ServiceNow implementation next. ITSM done for your company now. What next? They say maybe I want to go for the ITA, maybe go for the GRC, maybe for CSM, maybe for HRSG. So you have to think and you have to connect with these guys. These guys help these guys. And then these two make it help you to do the work. Now the next one is Hippo. My way or highway. And again, I'm considering myself here. In this batch number 7, I got approximately 40 plus 50 inquiries that Atul, I want to join your classes and all the things. If you see the people who are from day one in that WhatsApp group, they know many people moved out. And the prime reason, if I tell you, you will be surprised. The prime reason is only the timings. People say, sorry, morning time I cannot join. And I appreciate from our central zones and the eastern time zones guys who are still on the call, even though it's midnight for them. Because I said, boss, if you want to attend my live training, you have to follow my way only. Otherwise, don't come to me. So this is the my way or highway. In this category, I can put the architect specifically. They says either follow, suppose a junior developer say, hey, can we do the things by this way manner? He know that it is a good, but still due to some other reasons, maybe some ego or maybe some experience perspective, he said, no, we'll go my way only. So these things you can follow. You can see who is this person who can help you. Now, suppose let's take example that you want to go live on the next week. and nobody's supporting you, then you call these guys in the picture. If he make an announcement with support of this and this, then work will be done. Now see that who is your friend, who is your colleague, who is your teammates sitting in this area. And at last, there is owl. Wake up during go live. They just raise their voice when something going to be happen. I said, okay, guys, I'm kicking. Let's take example. I said, okay, I'm kicking off this batch from the 10th of January. These type of guys just get up morning only. Hey, Atul, I want to attend the class. Then I said, sorry, boss, batch is full now. You cannot attend. So you have to be see that who are these guys who can. These are also important. Don't say that these are not important. These are also important because these type of people want to get a credit when a good thing is happening in the product or the project. Now tell me any doubt, any question here? Anyone? Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay, so let me give you a question answer here. In which category you put the Scrum Master as a stakeholder? Bukola, let me start from you. I'm helpless because to keep you guys in the good mood, I had to be asked the question from your side only first.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I'm a Scrum Master, so I'm trying to see where I fit in.
Okay.
Okay, you show me that.
Sure.
Please.
My way or the highway.
No. That's anti-pattern. I'll say somewhere between powerful, yet slow.
Okay.
Because you have a lot of power, but you can exercise them, Definitely committed to project success. Yes. Fast and fickle. Yes. That. So it's, it cuts across.
This is that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Let me come to not Laura this time. Veer. What do you think that where the Scrum Master is sitting in this picture? Yes, Veer, go ahead. Okay, fine. Okay, no problem. Sorry. Okay, catchy. What do you think? Where the Scrum Master fit in this bucket and why?
I'll definitely say that committed to project success, and then also fast and fickle. And yeah, just to support what Bukola said, you're powerful too. As a Scrum Master, you're powerful. And yeah, that's that's basically what I'll say.
Okay, fine. So now I can say that you guys understand the point clearly that who is my stakeholder, what type of stakeholder we have, and in which case I have to be reach out to what person to to sort it out my things, to sort it out my problems, or to sort it out my open issues, I can say, right? Okay, so any other doubt, any question here?
Atul, I have a doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
Can't Scrum Master come in legal one? Uh, have to view ahead and plan accordingly what all things come in the first sprint. They would be doing what, right?
Actually, you can put, but Scrum Master is depending on the product owner. If product owners say that, okay, these are the features are prioritization for me, only then he will do this thing. Otherwise, he will not, he cannot see ahead. Let's take example. Let's take example that if your father know that now my daughter should do these things, only then you will do, right? So
Yeah.
in this, I can put, but maybe in the lower side, because he don't know about the product, he don't know about the prioritization. Scrum Master help the PO to do the prioritization setting, but he did not see that what should go into the next release or the next sprint.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the thing. So it's, I'm not saying that it's a wrong, but it's totally depend on on your perspective as well. Maybe from your perspective it is right as well. If you are a Scrum Master and you can see very far and maybe for the next 2, 3, 4 sprints you can see, then I can say you can put yourself in this area. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll close this part here only, and let's go to our actual journey. ServiceNow. Okay. Uh, just 1 minute. Okay. Before I go for a ServiceNow, I have a question. What do you think? What do you understand by a word called tool, application, software? What do you think about these particular terms? And let me start from the Dotona. Hope I pronounce your name correctly, or it take time for me to do.
Yes, Atul, it's Dotona.
Okay, Dotona.
Uh,
Yes, go ahead.
yes, so tool is the stuff that actually gets our job done.
Okay,
Whatever we are willing to do, if we consider a tool, so we will get the job done easily. So that might be the case.
okay. Um, Deepika, what do you think? What is tool? What is application? What is software? Yes, Deepika, tell
So,
me.
what is a program? I would say.
Okay, what next? What else? It's a program. What else?
Um, I'm not sure of that.
Okay, so if I say that I am using Microsoft Excel, is it a tool? It is a software. It is an app for me. What do you think?
That would be a tool and software which
Okay,
will help to get your work done easily.
okay. Uh, Chicken. Is my mobile phone is a tool for me? What do you think? Avi, is a mobile phone is a tool for me?
Yes, sir. Mobile phone is a tool, and
Okay,
the application which we use, which are helping us to ease up the work, they are the softwares.
okay. Now if we done with these kind of definitions, okay. Now what do you think that what are these things we can call? ServiceNow, BMC Remedy, Salesforce, SAP, Jira, CA. What we should call these things? Shall we call this as a tool? Shall we call this as a software? Shall we call this as anything else?
I believe tool.
Okay.
There are also softwares. I mean, they support the business. So
Mhm.
tools I mean, there are softwares and there are tools because they get work done. So they're basically tools, but ultimately they support the business. So that's my understanding.
Okay, correct. So I can say that why I put this point here, because if I directly come to the service now, what everybody think, oh, ServiceNow is a big software, it's a big tool which we need to be understand. No, for me, everything which I'm going to be used or I'm using is a tool for me. And ServiceNow is just a tool for, can be used for some areas of the IT industry. Maybe it is, someone say it can be a ticketing tool only. Someone says no, it is a repository for me where I can record the things uh, or keep my data there. Someone said no, I'm running my resource management on the service now. So now the thing is that what we need to be understand here is that in the market we have multiple tools available to perform multiple tasks. Like refrigerator. What is the purpose of the refrigerator? To make the things cool in that particular environment. But you cannot use refrigerator in place of air conditioner. Both are doing the cooling only, right? Internally or logically, if you see that both are doing cooling only. But you cannot replace refrigerator with AC or AC with the refrigerator. So now we have to be very clear that we cannot, or we are not in favor, or I'm not doing any kind of a marketing or kind of things that we are going to be replace ServiceNow with XYZ tool. ServiceNow is a tool which has been a good market capture at point of time, used widely by the number of IT industries to execute, to use, to track their IT requirements in that area. Incident, change, problem, request, knowledge articles, CMDB, CIs, ITBM, GRC, customer service management, testing. A lot of things are there in ServiceNow at point of time. Okay, so now don't be confused, and I just recommend avoid comparing ServiceNow with any other tool. That Atul, I'm using in my company, I'm using this tool, but this is not in ServiceNow. Yes, it will not be. The qualities which you can get from Atul cannot get from any other trainer as well, I'm sure. Or the qualities which you get from other trainer, you will not get from me. So don't say that I'm getting this thing in ServiceNow or maybe that thing in ServiceNow, not in other tool. Okay, so here I start the actual things for you on the ServiceNow perspective. Okay, ServiceNow, as I say that ServiceNow is a company as well, and on the name of ServiceNow, they're running or they'll be developing a product called the ServiceNow, which is a SaaS based and the PaaS based. SaaS and PaaS. SaaS means says, let's take example. I am a developer. Okay. And I want to, or okay, let's take example. I'm sure that everybody is using the Gmail, right? Gmail, Outlook, or I can say YouTube, Facebook. Are we guys able to make any change in Gmail? Can I do the button reshuffling in the Gmail? Can I do the changes on the look and feel of the Facebook? I cannot do. It means I'm using that software as it is. The way it has been provided, the same way I am using it. That is called the SaaS, software as a service, where you as a user not bother about anything in the background. When I say anything in the background means you are not bothered about any infra kind of things. That who is making changes, what infra, what language they're using. No, you are just using this as a software as a service. Now the question comes, Atul, what is the platform as a service? I'm a developer. Okay, I'm a good developer and I want to develop a new game for my community. Then I will use Android as a platform. And by using the Android, I start building my own application on the top of that. It's called the PaaS, platform as a service, where I'm using that platform to build my own application on the top of that. If you say, if I give an example, if you go and buy a flat from a builder, that is SaaS. If you go and buy land and build a flat as per your requirement or your wish, that is a PaaS. So nowadays a lot of things working as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. Even though I heard SaaS, PaaS, there's one more word came, I guess. Uh, Let me see if I have something here. Not I forget. And someone says that boss as a service, house worker as a service. So multiple things are there. So like I can say, this training as a service for you. You are paying, but you are not bothered where I'm sitting at point of time. What is my background? What is my financial conditions? You're not bothered. What is my info? I'm using it here. You're not bothered. You are just taking this training as a service. For you, have to be login at 9:45 Indian time, 10:15 CST time. Take a 1 hour class. Okay, Atul, good night. Thank you. Bye bye. Log off. Not bother anything about that. So that is called the training as a service. Now the second point, if you see here, approximately when I started my journey in ServiceNow in 2014, or yes, 14 or 15, somewhere I started. Usually in the 15, I come into the very big picture. 14, I just know about the ServiceNow. That time everybody says, let's not have a look on this particular thing. Okay. That time everybody say that ServiceNow is nothing. It is just a ticketing tool. Like if I say, earlier people say mobile phone is just for call and SMS, nothing else. But now this statement is no longer true. Abhi, any question?
Sir, I just want to know about the past once again.
Okay. So PAS one says, okay, just give me a minute. Let me complete that particular point and I'll come back to
Sure,
you.
sure, sure, sure,
Okay.
sure. No.
Okay. So like in the same manner, like earlier people say that mobile phone I'm able to use just to make a call and receive a call and send SMS. But in present scenario, mobile phone is doing everything for you. If you see, mobile phone has replaced many devices in your home. Alarm clock gone, laptop reduced. Almost everybody has very small laptop now because people say everything can be taken on the mobile phone. Cameras, actual big camera, DSLR or some kind of cameras has completely gone. Why? Because now a mobile phone is not just for the making a call. Mobile phone is a world for you now. Without mobile, you cannot proceed further. So in the same manner, what people say is that earlier ServiceNow is just a ticketing tool, but now ServiceNow has bring their products in different areas. That is, one is called the ITSM. Maybe this slide is very older slide. I'll show you the maybe tomorrow or day after on the Monday class. I'll show you the product. Let me show you here. See, this is the ServiceNow capability. At point of time, ServiceNow giving me these many things. Now you can see these many things ServiceNow giving me. These are the products. If you go to now servicenow.com/products, you will find that more than 350 products provided by ServiceNow. So the point which we are discussing here, We will discuss in detail this point as well. Okay, the point we are discussing here, that it is ITSM, ITOM or ITBM, that a, a glimpse we have seen in this particular image. We'll discuss in detail for that part. Okay. The one thing which is important here to be understand, and that is the motto of ServiceNow, which I mark in the red color. This is the these words are given by ServiceNow. ServiceNow gives you the power to make work better. So employees work the way they want to, not how the software dictates they have to. So if you see anyone, any person LinkedIn profile on ServiceNow, almost someone, everybody mentioned, let's workflow it. Means anything which you'll be thinking, let's make a step and do into the workflow manner. So this is ServiceNow saying that I don't want to build a product which you have to be used. The product has been defined. You build your product the way you want to use that part, and that is, I can say, you can put a concept called the platform as a service. So Avi, for you, if I am an Android developer and I want to build a gaming app, then I need something as a base. Then I'm taking Android as a platform for me. And on the top of that, I start building my products. So if you see what is WhatsApp, it is an app only. And they're using Android as a platform to build that. They're using iOS as a platform to build that, right? Hundred thousands, lakh of applications are available on the Play Store. Why you are able to use that on your mobile phone? Because your mobile phone has an Android, and that application also build up on the Android only. Clear? So
Yes, sir.
it's like, so I can say, like, you are having a whiskey, and sometimes you mix whiskey with some cold drink. It will give you the same thing only. So that is a platform as a service, you can use it. So always remember this thing. It always gives you the power to make work and work better. Okay. And that is the reason they come into this particular tool is be growing in the market, because it is giving the flexibility to their users to make the things as per their requirement, not as per the tool requirement. Clear till this point? Any doubt, any question? Anyone? Okay, let me come here. Yes, guys, any doubt? Let me open this here.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, please.
So is ServiceNow just geared towards employees, or do you use it for, incident from, like, for the business as a whole? Like if I were to put in an Amazon, like I don't get my delivery and they set up like an incident ticket, would it be like, would they use this now? Or is it just, like we have service portal?
Okay, so it can be, so okay, I'll give one example, and I'm putting a very, very wild thoughts here. Okay, Amazon, which you see, okay, you see Amazon, go to website and you check, you place your order. Nobody knows that Amazon is using ServiceNow or not. Maybe they're having a websites only. So ServiceNow provide you a portal as well, where you can go and place your order, which we will discuss in the coming days, Bigula. So today you just see that what is ServiceNow. If you go here, let me show you, and I can take you here. Service portal. Let me enhance this little bit. Workflow integration, security. It should become somewhere here only. Portals like, okay, this one. So you can see conversational mobile service portal. So this is a capability that if you want to interact in ServiceNow as a user only, then you can use service portal. Now the thing is that the discussion has been started purely on the ServiceNow. I will tell you that when I say you are a user, what that mean for you. When I say you are a fulfiller, what do you mean by that particular concept? When I say you are an admin, what is that particular designation give to you? So these three words have a three different purpose, these three different meaning. Nowadays, what you're doing, hey, I'm a user of ServiceNow. You guys says that Atul, I am a user of ServiceNow, but I never say I'm a user. I say I'm a consultant of ServiceNow because I'm selling it to my customers. I'm supporting it to my customers. And when we start this journey from tomorrow onwards, you also coming on the same track. You stop your calling yourself as a user. You say, hey, I am a ServiceNow consultant here. I know that how ServiceNow work in the background. Instead, I say that I know that how to use ServiceNow from the front side. No. So now in this training, what we are going to be learn that if you place any order in ServiceNow, how you get trigger a email, how you get your product delivered, how the task has been generated for you. So anyone who is working in ServiceNow at point of time or using ServiceNow in your companies, you always notice one thing. Atul, I click on this button, a task has been generated. Atul, I click on this task, another task has been opened. Now it is the time to think how this has been configured in the background. Like my kids ask me that dad, if I click on the switch, the lights on, how it has been defined in the background. So I showed him that, OK, this is a complete meter box. This is the main wire it is coming. And from here we have a wires in the different rooms. If you touch the wire, you can get a current. So to avoid that, we have given you the interface called the switch button. Now, if your button open, lights on, button off, lights off. So now we are going to be studying these things in the depth manner. So give me some time, Bukola, maybe next 3-4 days, your doubts getting cleared and you'll be getting deeper into the service now.
All right, thank you, Chacho.
Yeah. So now I'll not proceed further for today because if I start here, it will take another good time. So we'll kick off the discussion tomorrow about the ServiceNow history. OK, and let me give you homework here. You can see SPN is there, SPN 2011. And I give a homework to Deepika. Deepika put these two questions in the WhatsApp chat. Number one, to identify your teams, your colleagues, your friends, your family, your relatives into that stakeholder list. And second, everyone need to be find out, is any other releases has been done ServiceNow before 2011? If yes, then what are those releases? If no, then fine. And also find out that what are the upcoming releases of ServiceNow till 2024. Till 2024. So it means.
Is this for everyone or for the?
It is for everyone. The question will be put by Deepika in the chat, and everyone need to be get an answer.
Okay.
Maybe I ask tomorrow, maybe I ask Monday, but now this is a homework for you. So homework basically to find out the releases name before SPN 2011 and the releases coming from 2022 till 2024. ServiceNow announced all the releases till 2024. And this is a homework for you. I have that particular slides with me, but I'm not going to show you at point of time. Do your dig outs, you do your research, and then we can discuss it tomorrow. Before that, any other doubt, any question here? Anyone?
How competent this ServiceNow as a ERP, Atul?
Uh, if I say that nowadays ServiceNow is replacing each and everything. Like if you say in ERP what you are doing. If I take an example of the ERP, give me one example that okay, in ERP tool I'm able to track this thing. Then I can easily tell you that okay, is this functionality available in ServiceNow or not? We can discuss on that front.
No, HR is
Yes.
also
Okay.
becoming very popular in service now, and some of our customers are also actually using it.
Yes.
And not sure about other modules like MM. These are all available.
Okay. So if you see this picture, okay,
Hmm?
I'm not sure that how much I can extend this picture now, but if you see this picture, ServiceNow has their complete footprints in the ITSM, ITOM, and ITBM. Maybe the people who are not from this background a little tough, but don't worry, we'll discuss in detail. They have a concept for the CSM. Sorry, HRSD for your HR part. They have for your customer part as well. Then they have a solution for the industry specific. Like suppose if you're supporting any financial customer, you can say, hey, for your day-to-day financial operations as well, you can use ServiceNow. For telecom, they have a product. For legal, they have a product. For the health sciences, they have a product. So nowadays, ServiceNow is giving 100% fight with the other famous tool like Salesforce. You can say ERP. You can say they are bringing things slowly in the ServiceNow as well. So it is very tough to say that how competent, but it's totally depend that what your customer want, and this is available in ServiceNow or not. Because from my perspective, a lot of things available in ServiceNow,
Got
maybe directly, maybe indirectly. But when we discuss this image, then you get a little more idea, Veer.
Okay,
Okay.
a week before, ServiceNow CEO and Wipro CEO had a
Mhm.
discussion, and it was live in Wipro.
Okay.
So then I got to realize ServiceNow business is 7 billion. It
Yes,
came like a
yes.
surprise for me. So they
Service.
grow by.
Yes. So I'll not say that. Let me put a disclaimer here. I'm not proposing or I'm not promoting any kind of a marketing or sales of the service now, but I also follow service now things very carefully. Service now is one of the company whose profit has been increased during pandemic, and it's a drastic changes they have done. The reason can be because they are the one who quickly launch a lot of things during this pandemic to track your office surveys and all the things. Plus, they're bringing the products for the industry specific as well, like financial, telecom, legal, health sciences. Plus, they have their own capability as well. You can build your own, you can build the apps on the platform service now. So these areas specifically, so these things we are going to be discussed slowly in our coming sessions. A few things we will discuss, few things I'll just give you the highlights only. So it is very competent nowadays. It is again as per the Gartner survey, still it is on the top one company. Top one, I'll not say company, it's a top one platform, I can say. Okay, so it's a time to enjoy this journey more, and I always follow one principle here. More you deep dive in service now, more you will learn. If you just saying that okay, what Atul teach, I'll read that only, then you're not getting a lot of things in the service now. If I teach you X, you should read X plus 2. And I will guide you in the step by step manner that okay, this document, this book, this website is good where you can go and learn the things easily. Okay, so let's start this journey tomorrow again. Okay, I'm stopping the recording here. Before that, anyone has any doubt, any question? Okay, let me come to my tradition. Avi, Deepika, Jitona, Ken,
Hello.
Kunal. Okay, thanks, Ken. Laura.
Hello.
Yes, Ken, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I came in late though. When I came in, I think you were talking about um service now as I mean as a service and the past as well. So
Right.
I think I missed some part of it. Can you just in a brief, maybe in 1 minute, just the difference between the service now, I mean as a service and the platform as a service?
Okay, so let me give you the example here. I'm sure that you are using the Gmail, using the Facebook, using the Twitter, right? So these are the apps which you just install in your mobile phone and you're using that part. You are not allowed to make any kind of changes in the look and feel or other things, right? That thing I can say software as a service. It means that when I go to ServiceNow and say, hey, my customer want to use ServiceNow, he says, okay, take my instance, take the instance, and you can start using it. When you're using the ServiceNow as it is, you're not making any changes. Then I say that is a software as a service. You are not bothered about that what happening on the infra part of ServiceNow, how much infra ServiceNow is consuming, what database they'll be using, what data centers they'll be using. You are not bothered. Okay. Then the question comes, what is the platform as a service? You are a good developer. Okay, let's say that you are good into the construction and you says, Atul, I want to build a home. Okay, what do you need to build a home? The first thing, you just need a land where you can go and build your home. That is platform as a service. You get a land and on the top of that you start building your own home as per your own requirement. That is called the platform as a service. In this case, in our IT world, the platform is still maintained by ServiceNow only. They says, okay, you go and develop the things as per your requirement. I'll be taking care of the databases, data centers. I'll taking care. Definitely, I'll charge something, but don't worry. You can use my platform as a, you can use my platform and you can build your application on the top of that. So that is the meaning of the platform as a service. Clear, Ken, now?
All right, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, any other doubt, any other question, guys? Okay, so let me stop the recording here and let me take a quick attendance then.